Well, this week we're going to talk about the mirror effect, a really fast way to accelerate your wealth and your financial freedom. Welcome to An Intentional Business Life. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of An Intentional Business Life, where the intention of the business is to generate the money so you get the wealth and the financial freedom that you want. And this week I want to talk about the mirror effect. It is a really powerful tool, and it really comes down to not mindset. So we get rid of mindset for a moment. I think mindset takes, a bit of discipline, self-control, and a bit of an effort, to tell you the truth. And we want things put on more of an autopilot. So we'll start at one end, and I'm going to finish at that in the second part, just so it all wraps together. So don't go anywhere. Let's talk about the mirror effect to start off with. So what happens is a lot of people, they will say to me, well, Michael, you talk about your business having a number one benefit, the number one benefit it will bring to your clients, which is your purpose, which is purely all your business is about, and they say that is probably one of the things I struggle with, is being able to identify that and what would be of value to my clients. It just doesn't seem to be resonating with them. And it is an area, these flies down here this morning, but just look at the view, guys. It's absolutely incredible. But yeah, there are flies. Welcome to Australia. Dear. And they say, it's just not resonating. And I said to them, well, what is it you want to achieve in your life? Now, this is a really interesting thing. Why are you doing this business? What are you trying to achieve? One person said to me, so I'll just say this, she wanted to be a professional artist. I said, okay, so what are you doing? She said, I'm teaching classes, and I'm painting, and I'm doing things. I said, yes. But why would someone want to take art classes with you? And she started saying, well, they enjoy it, it's a hobby. I said, hold on, you just said to me, do you want to be a professional artist? She said, yes. I said, so why don't you gear everything to help other people become professional artists? And it's that old adage that, if you help people get what they want, help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. So one of the easiest things, if you want to be a professional artist, why don't you start helping other people become a professional artist? And she was like, yeah, I can do that. Because she was already selling paintings. She just wanted a stage where she could just do it full time. She just went on that, give you an idea, on Patreon, 6,500 people now paying her $5 a month. And you've heard me talk about before, don't get fussy about where your income comes from, and don't lock yourself into one income generation formula. Stop that budgeting on day one and start looking at becoming more of a purpose, and your income stream will develop. That income stream definitely developed for her, so she's doing very nicely. Thank you very much. If you have a look at myself, when I lost all my money, and this is only talking 5 years ago. What are we now? 2024. So in 2019, when I got it all, when the court case had all ended, I had to get it all back again. It was in that effort to get it back. We bought the $500,000 block of land. I think it took about 3 months to pay cash for that. Built the $1 million house. Blah blah blah. But because of that, people started saying, "Well, how are you doing this? What are you doing?" And I said, well, I'm getting on in life, I've lost a lot of time here, and I want to get the money back, and I want my own wealth and my own financial independence again. And people say, well, that's what I want. And I thought, if I help enough people become millionaires, I'll be back being a millionaire myself, and I don't count the house and things like that as part of your money, because you got to live somewhere, right? So we bought the house, we bought an investment property, so it covered the bills, so we have no bills, anything like that. But to really create the wealth, I thought, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll help people create their wealth and their financial independence, and if I help enough people achieve that goal, then I'll achieve my goal. That's mirroring. So I'm helping people achieve what I want to achieve. It's actually quite amazing that when you go down this path, how many people have got the same dreams and goals and aspirations as yourself? Another friend of mine, he is a finance advisor, or finance broker, I should say. So what he does is I've just got to pause for a minute, guys. This is a Leopard 51 catamaran. Check that out. One of my favorite catamarans from South Africa. I think they're built. Yeah, they are built in South Africa. And that is a Leopard 51. That is absolutely awesome. What a beautiful boat. Yes, so he's a finance broker. And he said, you know, his passion was to build a property portfolio, so that's how he's going to create his wealth and his retirement income. And the faster he could build a property portfolio, the happier he would be, and the faster he could retire. So I said, well, instead of being a finance broker who just gets people money, why don't you be a finance broker that teaches people how to use other people's money to build a property portfolio, and build a property portfolio that gives them their retirement income? And we strategized on that, and that's what he did. He actually developed a thing called 10 times property wealth. Absolutely amazing. I think he got 10 times idea from Grant Cardone and then adapted it to his own little system there. Doing marvelously well. That is mirroring. So it's deciding what you want, and it's amazing that what you want, other people will want, and then go say, you know what, this is what I want, and I'm going to teach other people how to get it as well as why I'm on this journey myself. And I think it comes down, and I did mention this earlier, for identity. Identity means not having a mindset, but having an identity set. So I'll just be personal. So when I lost my money, I lost it because I didn't have an identity set. I was basically just making money for the sake of it. You know, so when I made the 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 7.5 million, I think we got up to cash in the bank, it was never enough. So when the opportunity came along to go into a business deal with the opportunity of turning that 7.5 million into 100 million, it was, yeah, great, let's go for it. But why? Why did I want 100 million? Honestly, it doesn't turn me on, doesn't do anything for me whatsoever. And I was basically doing it just because it was there. And what could go wrong? Well, 7.5 million things can go wrong, as most of you know. But it didn't take long to get it back. And I got it back because I set an identity for myself. I said, you know what? I asked my wife where she wanted to live, and she wanted to live on the ocean, you know, and down in this area. I mean, this is spectacular. This is absolutely stunning. I love it down here. So our house just faces the ocean. I walk just around the corner and come down to the harbour, which is beautiful. So she said, I want to live there. So I started setting my identity of where I wanted to live, what type of house I wanted, you know, and then I wanted another property so it would cover all the bills. I needed to get all the bills out of the way, you know, so I wasn't paying the rates and the taxes and the water and, you know, the maintenance on the house. So I didn't want any of those costs in my life. I wanted them taken care of. So that was a property. By the way, I love property, if you can't tell. But when you make your money, it's all about buying income producing assets. So yeah, don't speculate with your money. Put your money in income producing assets. And most of the millionaires in the world, I think 85% of them have made their real wealth through property. So me being a pretty simplistic guy, I just went with the odds. And I know there are people who do share market, Bitcoin and all the rest of it, but there's a very, very small percentage actually do really well on those things. More people do well in property. I live in Australia, so that's what I'm talking about. So I just went with, hey, that's what most people do. That's what I'll do. I'll keep it nice and simple. So yes, we got a property that covered all the bills, and we bought more property and stuff like that. But the identity then was, so how much do you want to live in a week? So you own the house completely. You've got another property that's paying all the bills. So all the bills are being taken care of. So you've got no living expenses. And I said, you know, I'm going to buy a house, rental property, and that money. I think it's about $800 a week, whatever just comes in. I'll buy the food and the car and the bits and pieces. That was taken care of. And I started going, so how much do I actually want to be able to spend on myself each week? You know, the restaurants, the cars, you know, going, you know, and I'm talking about hiring a car, but going in, you know, Ubers and things like that, and going on holidays. And amazingly enough, it actually only came to, I know it's a lot of money, but it only came to $250,000 a year. And I say only because it's not $1 million a year I'm spending. You know, I got 4 grandkids. I spend most time with them. They're quite happy to go fishing, go to the park, you know, they're very low cost things to do. When I set my dream lifestyle, I was amazed. I was absolutely amazed, guys. So once I owned the house, once I had all the bills being taken care of, once I had that, if I was earning $250,000 a year, I'm going, oh my God, I'm going to have a fantastic life. You know, for me, I mean, it's mine. You're going to have your own purse. I'm just going to walk the other way. Some people just coming down. You said it to yourself. That gave me my identity. And then I said, what do I want to be for my grandchildren? And, you know, I thought, I want to help them create their wealth and help them create their financial freedom, you know, so they don't have to work for the rest of their lives. And if they do, well, good on them. They're doing it because they love it. That's how I found the purpose for my business. It was my purpose. It was my purpose for me. It was my purpose for my family. Oh, check this out, guys. There's a little cormorant down here. G'day, buddy. How you going? Can you see him down there? Oh, stunning. I just love coming down these places, eh? I'll leave you alone, mate. Looks a bit wet. He's obviously been fishing. So that was my purpose. And I wanted to do that for my family and for my grandkids. And that just led to do it for other people as well. That gave me my identity. So now, when I ask myself a question, should I be doing this or not doing this? I just say, well, you know, ask your identity. This is the person you said who you want to be. This is what you want to do with people. This is what you want to do for your grandkids. Will this get you closer to that goal, or will it pull you further away? Will it be congruent with what you said you're going to be? Is it matching that? And it's amazing. I can tell you guys, I get business opportunities offered to me all the time. You know, put your money in here, you'll make more money. Put your money in there, you'll make more money. But it has absolutely zero interest to me. None. I see people's confusion, but you can make money on this. I'm not interested. I've got my money. I'm very happy. So, well, that's just these boats. Look at this. There's just a rubber boat out here. Nice speed boat. Look at that. Huh. I tell you, there's some gorgeous craft down here. So, that's what it was, guys. I just looked at it and just went to myself, you know, Michael, you actually don't need this anymore. You don't need to invest. You don't need to go into that. And that has made all the difference. So what I'm saying to you is, why don't you write down what it is you want to be, what it is you want to be known for in your family, your friends, and then expand that out. And amazingly, you will get to know what it is your number one benefit is going to be for your clients. It's called mirroring. It's deciding what it is for you and knowing that if you want it, there's a lot of other people out there that are going to want the same thing. So make that the purpose of your business. I don't care whether it's art, I don't care whether it's creating people's wealth, I don't care if it's buying property, I don't care if it's, you know, I want to own a boat like this and tour the world. Hey, if that's what you want, there's plenty of other people want the same thing, and help them get it, and you'll get yours as well. I listened to, I think it was, I don't think it was Grant Cardone, but it was one of the boys, and just having a chat. He said, you know, if you want to be a millionaire, create 10 millionaires. You want to own a boat like one of these things out here? Get 10 people to own one of those boats. You want to be a professional artist? Get 10 people to be a professional artist with you. You want to be a property portfolio person, building your retirement there? Get 10 other people to achieve the same goal as you. Amazingly, it works. It's called mirroring, and it's called having an identity. Set your identity, and then rather than trying to push yourself towards something, you're going to get pulled towards it. Hope you enjoyed this little chat, guys. Walk and talk down at the harbour. I'll give you one more look before we go. You guys have a great week. I'll see you again next time on An Intentional Business Life.